I'm knitting in my car right now, and I'm waiting for someone to meet up with me so I can deliver eggs to them. Since my husband and I are raising chickens, we sell eggs, and right now a lot of people, they're not being able to find eggs in the grocery stores. So I meet people like halfway, or I drop off at their house. So I brought some knitting with me, but I'm also stopping around and visiting my students, social distancing with my students and visiting them. So I visited 2 so far, and then after this meet, I have to deliver another set of eggs, and then pick up some egg cartons, and then visit some more students. And that is my plan for today, visiting students. So I don't normally knit in the car because usually I'm driving. I'm the one driving. But today I just grabbed something just in case. And I got my heels done on my Zombie eating candy corn on both of them. So now I'm just onto the feet. So that's what I'm doing right now, is the feet. So that's it. All right, talk to you later. Bye. Hi, good afternoon. Welcome back to Yarning at the Homestead. My name is Tammy, and I'm coming to you from the small state of Connecticut on the east coast of the United States. In the middle of this pandemic. So welcome to any new viewers. Welcome back to any old viewers. I actually think I lost a viewer since the last time. Last time I was pretty excited because I had 21 viewers. I had gotten 21 viewers, and now I think I'm back down to 20 viewers. Let's see, 20 subscriptions. Yeah, 20 subscribers. So somehow I lost one in a week. It's okay. We're not all for each other. Who knows? And you know what? Honestly, I subscribe to a lot of podcasts, and then I go and watch just so that I have them on my list, and then I'll go watch them. And sometimes I say, all right, this one's not for me. And then I unsubscribe from it. So it's okay. So welcome back. As I said, my name is Tammy. I am Gracie's Goodies, the same as the YouTube channel on Instagram. And I am Tammy G on Ravelry. I do not have a page on a group on Ravelry. 20 subscribers. I don't think that I have enough viewers. I have not been doing show notes. I can, but I have not been doing show notes. I might start doing that. So yeah, so welcome back, or welcome to new viewers. Hi, glad to see you. So I have no finished objects. I have no finished objects, but I have been working on some of my socks for the past week. So let's get to those. So works in progress. So my ones that I'm working on right now are Desert Vista Dye Works, Zombie eating candy corn. Zombie is eating candy corn. So I have gotten to, I did the heels on both of them. So I'm doing them 2 at a time with 9-inch needles, 9-inch circulars. So I have 2 socks here. Oops, I lost a stitch. And I did the Fish Lips Kiss heels. Now, I've done Fish Lips Kiss heels before, but for some reason, these ones just came out wonky as all heck. Look, they have like these little points on them. You see little points on them? I don't know why they have those. This one, I believe, is my second heel, and it is just all kinds of messed up. I don't know what I did to it. There were more stitches than there were supposed to be, even though I counted correctly at the beginning, but at the end there were more stitches than there were supposed to be, and it's just all kinds of wonky, but I was not ripping it back. If as long as I can wear it and it doesn't feel weird, then I'm good with it. So these are heading down towards the toes, and then I will be done with these. I like the Fish Lips Kiss heel. I do like it. I do have to continually to read the directions. It's not intuitive for me. The slip stitch heel is intuitive for me, the heel flap. And I actually don't mind picking up the stitches, and I like being able to decrease into the gusset, because then by the time I'm almost done, I'm done with the decreases. I only really have maybe that much of my foot left to do. And with the Fish Lips Kiss heel, though, I still have a lot of my foot left to do. So, yeah, so there's pros and cons. I like them both. I do like them both. I do get holes with the Fish Lips Kiss heel when I am doing a a contrast yarn, and I haven't figured out how to fix those. And they say to pull it tighter, but that's not where I'm getting the hole. I'm getting the hole where I'm connecting, like the old yarn stops. The first yarn stops and the new yarn starts. And there's a hole in there. So I just kind of, sometimes I'll go back in, I'll pick up another stitch in there. If I forget to do that, I'll go back in later and I'll just kind of like sew the little hole closed. And I'm good with that. They're just socks for me. I don't really care. Anyway, so that's the yarn there is Desert Vista Dye Works, and her Zombody is Eating Candy Corn. And then the heels are, the contrast heel is her green decomp colorway. I'm not exactly sure that's the whole name, but it's a green decomp colorway. All right, and then I also have been working on my unique socks, and I've lost a bunch of stitches here. Hold on just a second. And I absolutely adore these. Now, I'm not sure which color is coming next. I think it's a yellow. This yarn is so soft though, so soft. It's just gorgeous. This is just gorgeous. So again, 2x2 ribbing, and then just a vanilla sock, because that's what I tend to do with my my self stripe is vanilla sock. And so that's, I'm only doing one right now, one at a time for that one. And then I have one finish. So I have a HO, half finish object, HFO. So I finished this one, and I have gotten down beyond the ribbing now and into the sock. And again, it's Vanilla Latte, which is my go-to vanilla pattern. I have very skinny calves, so I kind of need that ribbing for me. When I do a vanilla sock, like the unique socks, when I do vanilla sock, they tend to be a little loose on me. So I do try to do something with a rib on it. But sometimes I'll just go with a vanilla. I'll just go with a straight stockinette vanilla. So that one, I have the second sock cast on. I actually got down below the cuff last night. And then I also have the second sock cast on for this one. So this one is done. I believe I showed this last time. This one has a little bit of a, I slip stitched every 8. So I have a little bit of a interest in it. My husband would not like to wear these. They're way too rough for him. I think they're going to make really good boot socks. And then last night I got down to beyond the cuff. So finish those up. Okay. So that's pretty much all I have worked on is socks. That's it. I just worked on socks. I have to work on my baby gifts this weekend. But I wanted to talk to you about some ones that are in progress. So I've been hunting all over for this magazine. So I talked about last time about how I wasn't going to buy yarn. I was going to use my stash. I did end up, my husband and I each said we set a certain amount of money. He wanted to get coffee and he wanted to get something else. So we set a certain amount of money and we said, okay, yeah, we can spend a little bit of money on ourselves. So what I did was I split that money and I bought a gift card at my LYS. That I'll use later. And then I bought a gift card for a friend who has been going through some tough times. So I bought a gift card for her from a local dyer that we both know, and actually she works for her sometimes. And then I also bought, yesterday I bought Periwinkle Sheep. Periwinkle Sheep is going to be doing a colorway a month, a rainbow colorway a month. And each month she's going to be donating money to help with this whole pandemic thing. This month the money is being raised for the World Health Organization, and it was a nice light yellow. So I did pre-order that. So those were the 3 things I spent my money on. So I'm looking at my all the yarn I have yarn for and projects for and patterns for, and I'm going to try and work through that. There is some other stuff like Kay, Crazy Sock Lady. She came out with a rainbow sock pattern. Now I have all the yarn to do that. I have a self-stripe rainbow yarn that I have not used. And and I have a gray somewhere. I don't have any black, and I think the black is pretty striking, but I do have gray. I have lots of gray, so I can use the gray as the contrast color. But what else I was talking about is, so I've been looking forever for this magazine. I buy a lot of magazines. I like magazines. This is Knit Scene. This is Knit Scene from summer 2018. And I bought this at the, I want to say it was the I-91 yarn crawl, I-91 shop, whatever it's called. In 2018, the summer of it. And I bought it at the yarn store down in Westport Yarns, I believe it's called. Yes, Westport Yarns. And so it's to make this tank top. Okay, can you see it? And the yarn I bought for it, and so I couldn't find that pattern, that magazine. I just happened to find it at home at my other house in Bristol. I was there this week. It had folded like this, and it was tucked inside, and so that's why I kept missing it. And I was so mad because I knew I had it. The yarn I bought to make that is Juniper Farm in her Zooey, which is cotton linen blend in this color. Is that going to be pretty? So I need to get started on that. I don't think that'll take me too long. I actually have the needles for it too, Chai Gu. And it's in this bag. I'm not sure whose bag this is. Oh, hold on. Here it is. Oh, it is a Jessalou. It's in my Jessalou bag. So I have a Jessalou bag here. So I want to get started with that. But I do have another one that is started. Sorry, my computer just went off. I do have another one that started. Excuse me. Scratch for it. Whoops. So, and then this one, I was just right before I came on to record, I was looking for this pattern. I'm like, I know I have this magazine here. So this pattern is in this Knit Pearl, and it's from June of 2015, I think. 2015. And I actually have this started. So I'll show you the one that I have started. I love so many of the designs in this particular magazine. Okay, so I have, where is it? Whoop, this right here, that tank. I have it started, but I took it out and I have gained weight, so it's probably not so bad this time. And I believe it's the exact same yarn that the pattern called for. I have to figure out where I'm at in the pattern, but it looks like I'm pretty far up. So I finished the bottom and I'm just going up. It does look huge, but I'm okay with that. I'm okay with it being huge, being big, especially around me, but I don't think it's going to be because, like I said, I have put on weight. So I have something on waste yarn here. And then I'm working here. And I'm not sure why that's on waste yarn. I have to figure out where I'm at in this pattern. It looks like I bound off. Maybe those are the armholes. Those are the armholes. I don't know if that's going to be long enough. Anyway, and you know what? I don't know what the yarn is. Hold on. Hold on just a second. I will find out what the yarn is. The yarn is on my project pages. I'm pretty good at putting up project pages and all my stash on Ravelry, so it's pretty good. It's the Fiber Co. Savannah DK, which I got in 2015, and it's nice. It feels like it's going to be heavy, but maybe it's not. I'm looking to see what the yarn is. It's merino, cotton, linen. It's merino, 50% merino, 20% cotton, 15% linen or flax, and 15% soy silk. So it should drape really nicely. I know there's like tons and tons of mistakes in it. But now that I see where it's at, because I haven't really taken it out, and I'm thinking, gosh, I could get this done in no time. It looks like I'm up here, and I got to do the lace pattern. There's a panel up here. So it looks like that's what I have to do. So that is that. So that's another project I'm going to get to going. And this bag is from June Price. And it's this, and it's got the knitted fabric inside. And there's actually a little tool cozy kind of thing that goes with this, but I don't have it in the bag. All right, and then last thing I wanted to talk about was love note. Do I want to make a love note? Excuse me, or don't I want to make a love note? Everyone's making a love note, and I'm not one to jump on the bandwagon. However, and I think I showed this before, I had bought, when she was going out of business, Fuse Fiber Studio here in Connecticut went closed shop, and I bought this beautiful, beautiful red mohair, and I bought 4 skeins of it, so I have enough. It's called Date Night. So I'm thinking, I don't really have, I don't wear a ton of red. I don't own a ton of red in my wardrobe. I don't mind wearing red, and I look okay in red. So I'm thinking of doing that. I mean, this is more of a pinky mauvey red. It's just so beautiful. I just love this color. So these are my choices. So then I went through my stash, and I have a lot of Mad Color yarn, and I knew that she had a lot of reds types thing. So it's all variegated yarn. So I'm thinking, this is what I'm thinking. I'm going to start with this. Okay. So start with that at the top, and then move on to this. And then I have this, which also goes into red and black. And then I would end with a red and black. Now, yes, they are different. They're all fingering weight, but they're different. So this is a 75 Cordale, 25% nylon. Okay. It's a little rougher, so that would be up here. Okay. Bright, I don't mind the bright. And then this would be the next one down, and this is 80-10-10 merino cashmere nylon. And they're all Mad Color. And this is 100% merino single. This is a single, fingering weight, 100%, yep, single. And then this one, these two are the same. These two are the same yarn. They're, well, the same base, sorry, not the same yarn. So why I have so much of her yarn is I was in many of her clubs. I was in several of her clubs. So this is, this was either a Firefly or a Joss Whedon club. I can't remember exactly. So this is actually River Tam. She's our witch. And then this was her Red, the Blood of Angry, the red, the blood of angry men, black, the dark of ages past. Sorry, and that's from, I believe, Les Miserables, which I love the show, but I don't know. I mean, I know the music, but I don't know all the lyrics. And this is Vanessa Ives. I'm not sure who Vanessa Ives is. I'd have to look her up. I think this is from her Badass. Yeah, this is Badass Female Club. So this is a Badass Female Club. So I was in a Badass Female Club. This one, which club was this? This was Mad Color Posse. So this was from Mad Color Posse. And then this was a club that she did with Dizzy Blonde Studio. I believe it's Dizzy Blonde Studio. And it was a Buffy club. So this was Patrol 2. And this is O Suave Fansula. So this was Patrol 2. So I'm thinking, what do you think? Do you think that these would make a good love note? What do you think? And yeah, it is red and pinkies, but like I said, I don't really have a red, and I'm okay with wearing red. Actually, I usually color my hair red, and I don't really have any. And I think this is a good. I think that this will go well. So what do you think? All right. So that's it for now. I don't have any stash acquisitions right now. As I said before, I was showing you, I was going to start doing some deep dash and showing you some of that yarn. So you just saw some of my deep dash, deep stash yarn, which is my Mad Color yarn. I don't know if Heather is still dyeing. She got a full-time job, and I'm not sure she's still dyeing. I don't think she's dyeing full-time. She might be dyeing part-time. I haven't talked to her in a while. And so there's some of my yarn and some of my, what I'm thinking about doing for patterns for this upcoming summer. So a pattern a whip that is in process that I got to get back to, a whip that I'm thinking about, or 2 whips that I'm thinking about, and then my sock whips. So that is about it. So I think I'm actually going to I will stick in here at the beginning, probably at the end, maybe at the end. I'm going to stick in a little video of one of our roosters. So we got 2 mystery chicks in our last batch of chicks that we ordered, and they ended up being Brahmas. And one of them, rooster, came out. We ended up getting rid of that one because it was a mean rooster. It was a bully. And not only that, the Brahmas are huge. And the majority of the chickens that we have are smaller hens. And every time the Brahma jumped on the hen, it like pretty much squashed her to the ground. And it was pretty bad. So we ended up getting rid of the Brahma. Well, lo and behold, the other chick is also a rooster. She does not come out of the coop very often. But about 2.5 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, she started crowing. Ooh, it was a surprise to everyone. So I got a little bit of her crowing. It's only like a 3-second clip of her crowing. So she is now a he. And we're actually going to probably get rid of her too. She's not a problem or anything like that. But again, because she's a Brahma and our hens are very small, it's a little bit of an issue when he jumps on the hens. We have 2 other roosters, which are Buster and Broke Down. And they're the same type. We got 12 of the same type of chickens, which are called buttercups. And they're 2 buttercup roosters, and they're really beautiful. And they get along most of the time, but then they'll do a fight for dominance. And then one of them will be dominant for a while, and then they do a fight for dominance, and the other will be dominant for a while. It works. They work together. We're not thinking of getting rid of either Buster or Broke Down. But we are going to get rid of the Brahma. But I want to show you his crow, because he was just as surprised that he was crowing as we were. So, all right. Well, thank you for stopping by, and hopefully I'll see you again in a week, and maybe I'll have some more subscribers. Maybe I won't. So we'll see. Yeah, I'll see you in a week. Bye.